Okay, welcome back. This is the second Fable video. We're going to try to accomplish some tasks in Bowerstone and maybe get all the way to Oakville. And it turns out you can change the control scheme. I went and looked back at... There's a couple things I wanted to fix. One was I couldn't figure out how to sell some of these items. You saw me struggling with it, maybe at a little bit at the end of the last video.
What do you think then?
It turns out not every merchant will buy everything. It's not like the original Fable where any merchant will buy anything. Nope. In this one, only certain merchants will buy things. So that's disappointing. The other is I changed the control scheme. It turns out there is a control scheme that is more akin to the original Fable, which is good because I was really struggling. So we went to the options and we changed it. And I apologize for not talking so much over the last video. There was just so much dialogue in that tutorial.
Nothing of the world.
Have you seen your faces? It's like
Got our first silver key. There's 30 of them.
Try to get your combat multiplier even higher.
And that voice about my combat multiplier, that will...
Warrior, what did you do? Choke your enemies to death with your stench?
We're going to hear that all the way until...
I used to be someone, you know.
you get
I
your
was a
combat
great
multiplier all the way to level
warrior.
30.
What a repulsive heap of rags.
Used to be an adventurer like yourself, but look at me now. Begging to survive and getting bullied by this brat all the time. You must be able to get rid of him somehow. Anything'll do. Use your imagination. You might be young and strong now, but one day you too could be reduced to this.
Look at this filthy pile of rags. He really expects people to give him gold. Well, if you want, I'll tell you something that'll really annoy him.
Oh, warrior, what did you do? Choke your enemies to death?
Ah, you're as bad as that stinking beggar. I'm out of here.
Ha ha ha! Funniest thing I've seen in years. You've earned my thanks, hero. I'm sure you'll make many friends in your travels. Perhaps we'll meet again, hero.
And like I said in my first video, we want to get all... We got some good points there. We want to get as many good points as early as we can because we're going to try to get Scorm's bow as early as we can. And we need to do that. We have to be good to get Scorm's bow. As weird as that sounds. Scorm's bow, the best weapon in the game. Alright, a few things we can do here. We can get the really awesome Fire Monkey tattoo. We can win the Fist Fighters gang, which we'll probably do first since it's close to night. And we will also win the pub game and get our first hero doll.
Oi! You're new here, aren't you? We have some rules round here that you need to know about. Bowerstone is a peaceful town. I'll have to confiscate your weapons for now. There are shops, inns, lots of different people, games, all kinds of things. Why not pay the tavern a visit first? It's the building in front of you, just up the road from here. Oh, and keep an eye open for Lady Grey. Treat her with respect. She is the mayor after all. Have a look around and enjoy your stay in Bowerstone.
And one thing, so we're not going to break the barrels and loot them just yet. One thing we do want to do, or rather we don't want to do, is normally when I play, I will go through and steal from everybody's houses. That gets you some evil points, and it also gets you books. So we're going to hold off on the books for now. And this is going to sound strange, but okay, so there's a handful of different outfits in the game, and there is a wizard's outfit. There's a normal wizard's outfit, a bright wizard's outfit, and a dark wizard's outfit. The dark one looks the best. Now there is a wizard's hat, but you can only get the bright hat.
There's an important quest card at the guild for you.
Or the dark hat. And how you get either one of those is extremely complicated. It has to do with the books that you collect. So if you go around and you get books from all over the guild and then the other houses, you can probably get the bright hat. The only way I know of to get the dark hat is to not pick up... This is so weird to explain, but do not pick up any books from the guild or anywhere else. Get the books exclusively by looting houses. And then when you come to Bowerstone South, you'll get the dark wizard hat after you've donated a sufficient number of them to the school. It sounds strange, but just to give you a breakdown, because you can only get one of the hats, either the dark or the bright. And if you want the dark hat, get your books by looting the town. As the easiest way I can break it down. Okay, any minute now the fist fighter should show up. We have to talk to the leader of the fist fighter gang. That guy down there is going to give us a really humorous quest. Okay. Any minute now. Now, if you look at the top right corner, you'll see that is the clock that tells you like what time of day or night it is. And when that arrow is pointing all the way up to what should be midnight, halfway between late night, that's when we get... It should be a voice that says, "Lights out, you horrible lot." And that's how we know it's midnight. That's important for getting Scorm's bow.
It's for people who like to mash each other's brains out. And it's a place where we hone our unarmed combat skills. It's also damn good fun. Now, I'm the head of this fistfighters gang. Those knuckles look plenty good to me. You're in. You up for a bit of a scrap? If you want to join in some senseless brutality, it'll cost you 50 gold.
Even not leveled up?
You'll get gold for every round you win, and even more if you can avoid getting hit.
There's, I think, 4 fist fighter gangs.
Stay in the ring, and if you take too many hits, you lose. So, you want to fight or what?
The only hard one is the last
You
one.
might be a powerful
in not
hero,
hold glade.
but this is a contest of skill. Our punches might not hurt you much, but they still count. Time to loosen those teeth.
controller died. Hang on.
Come on! Get back in the... I'll take care of you myself. Come on! Get back in the ring. Come on!
So the best strategy I know of, get them turned around.
That's some knuckle power you got
And then
there.
beat them
The gold's yours.
on their backside. Alright, now we're going to go about getting our first tattoo.
Hello there. I don't think you've met my daughter, have you? She's rather lovely, if I say so myself, though a bit fussy. She's keen to meet strong, handsome men like you. Ah, that's good news. I think she was starting to get a bit lonely. Thing is, she only likes men whose hair looks like the picture on this card. Maybe if you looked like that, she'd let me introduce you to her. Come and find me when you're ready.
We'll go ahead and grab a quick nap. There's a place here where you can basically sleep for free. Okay, Crunchy Chick. We're going to want a few more of those. That is going to allow us to get our first legendary weapon, and we're going to get it pretty soon. Each weapon comes in several forms. There's the longsword, the katana, the mace, bow, crossbow. Let's find the barber shop. Great hammer.
What does chicken chasing? That makes you a... Hello? What did you have in mind, sir?
Okay, first we're gonna get the pudding basin.
There must be something for you to kill. How silly.
There's also like cleavers, other kinds of weapons. So with each type of weapon, it comes, except for the bow and crossbow, those have different materials, but it comes in like iron, steel, obsidian, and then there's like a master version, which is really nice.
Hello again. That's just about the perfect
and usually
haircut.
Expensive.
My daughter, but I forgot. She also prefers men with beards that look a lot like the one on this card. Come back and see me when you've got a beard like that. Don't worry, I won't wander too far.
But, the master weapons are really nice, although very expensive. And it's great because you can customize them with whichever, augmentations. You can make them sharper, give them firepower, lightning power. But then there's the legendary weapons, which are way better. There's one of each kind. There's like a legendary longsword, or several longswords and a couple of great swords. But there's also a legendary katana. There is a legendary cleaver, but it's actually a cutlass. Legendary mace, legendary great hammer, legendary great axe. They're all awesome. We're gonna get them all.
Again.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
What do you say? Mutton chops?
There must be something for you to kill. How ridiculous. Wasting your time.
And now we've got one more. I believe it's the Trader Mustache.
Oh, hello. Nice beard. You're really starting to look the part now. No moustache, though. Didn't I mention she loves the one on this card?
Yep, the Trader Mustache, which
You
is
better hurry along.
ridiculous.
Come and find me again when you're ready. You won't have to look far. My daughter will be so happy.
And I mentioned that one of the things I love about this game is how it gives you so much liberty, you know, because it's, with the exception of the story-driven quests, very non-linear. It's going to allow us to make a tremendous bit of progress before we even start, but it also gives you tremendous amount of customizability. You know, what kind of fighting style you want. You know, do you want to use, you know, stealth attacks? Do you want to be a brute force warrior? Do you want to be strictly a magician? Or do you want to mix the styles? You can blend them the way you like.
Chicken chasing. There must be something for you to kill. I don't know who you think you are. After any style in particular?
Alright, and this should be good enough to get us the Fire Monkey tattoo, which is... It's great. It's one of the best... I think it was probably the best one in the game. And you get it so early. There's a couple of other nice ones. There's one we'll get... that's a bunch of skulls that you get tattooed on your back. That's called the... Death Lycon. There's a couple of really cool shoulder tattoos you can get.
Nice selection of face fungus you have there. But to be honest, I don't give two hoots what you look like, and neither does my daughter. She doesn't even exist. I just like making heroes like you look stupid. Have you seen yourself? You look ridiculous. But you've made me happy, so here's a little reward. Now go and have a shave.
Yep, Fire Monkey tattoo. Very cool. Okay, so that silly little quest is done. See, I think this one has the buzz cut, which is one of my favorite hairstyles. There's only a few. They're okay, though. Yes, that's my favorite one. And let's go ahead and clean up the shave.
There must be something for you to kill.
Ooh. This doesn't look as good as it used to. That looks okay. Alright, let's see if we can hit up. There's a merchant.
Oh, I'd like a cool drink, please.
Let's see if he has crunchy chicks. If not, we'll take at least a fishing rod and a shovel.
You're sure to find something to suit you.
Alright, so we got the fishing rod and the spade.
There's plenty of nasty creatures need slaying.
We're just about broke. What we really need is some crunchy chicks. Let's see if the weaponsmith will buy our weapons.
Chicken chaser.
You've come to the right place.
Let's sell the crossbow. I like the bow better.
Albion's full of quests, things to kill, people to save. Come on.
Alright, next bit of business is we're gonna try the pub game and try and win the doll.
Ah, you? Yeah. Looking to hire a swordsman.
Oh, take your ugly face and go somewhere else. I can't. Oh, I'd like a cool drink, please.
We're just gonna wager 1 coin.
Oh, no. That is shocking. I can't look. Aw, chicken chaser. Look at the chickens run. Oh, get me a drink. Any drink. Ooh, a beer would be nice.
Alright, I'm obviously not gonna get it this time.
Would be nice.
Need to be paying a little bit more attention to what I'm doing.
Thank you very much.
We're just gonna let the time run out.
Oh, I'd like a cool drink, please. I'd like a beer, please. Oh, with an umbrella in it. Just to look at his eyes ugly. Aw, chicken chaser. Look at the chickens run! Oh, but he's shocking ugly, isn't he? I hear his father was a bit nasty. Oh, he's that chicken chaser. Look at him go! A beer, please. Oh, with an umbrella in it. I'd like a cool drink, please. Oh, I'd like a cool drink, please. Thank you. Get me a drink, any drink.
Ah, there's an important quest card at the guild for you.
Oh, take your ugly face and go somewhere else. Come on, wait. Oh, chicken chaser. Oh, no. That is shocking. I can't look. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I've got an headache. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I'd like a cool drink, please. Really, I mean, man. Oh,
Okay, so that's how it's done.
Great stuff!
Get the Briar Rose doll. We'll meet Briar Rose later. She's an interesting character. All right, so
Aw, chicken.
admittedly, I think there's only so many like ordered pairs that you're going to get.
An honor.
Like, there's an order to it, and that one is the most generous, where it's the easiest to win. I'll fully admit that. Let's see, is this guy still selling? No, he is not.
I thought we saw the back of you.
So we're gonna need to find a merchant that is selling crunchy chicks. There is one more thing we can do in Bowerstone before we move on. We'll see if... So once that statue is pointing to Bowerstone, we can... Okay, let's put our clothes back on. But once that statue up here is pointing to Bowerstone, we'll have access to the basement, and we can get a free piece of an outfit. It's not even close to pointing. That's fine. We can do that later. We can do some fishing, though. We're going to do a lot of fishing. Now, of all the lore that's talked about in this game, Jack of Blades' famous victory in the Battle of the Bloody Harvest, that one is... There's no lore explained. That's the only mention of it, which is disappointing, because we should learn more about Jack of Blades. Okay, we have sufficiently looted the picnic area. Our first quest is going to be here in the picnic area. It's going to be a while before we get there, though. Still got lots to do. Now there are a couple of fishing spots we can do at the guild. Yeah, we can fish right here, actually. And fishing at this point kind of difficult to do. We will get a better rod soon. When we get a better rod, then fishing much easier. Okay, we're gonna wait for the statue to point at Bowerstone. Almost there.
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
There we go. Alright, now we gotta hurry down to Bowerstone. And the basement will be unlocked. And the leather shirt or leather trousers will be there, which, not a big deal. I think the leather outfits don't look that great. But we can sell them and make a couple bucks. Money a little hard to come by early in the game. So as far as what weapons am I going to use? I'm going to obviously use Scorm's bow a lot, and I'll be getting it fairly soon.
Hey, mister! Do you have any hero dolls? You have? Brilliant! My teacher has a really rare doll. He doesn't let us play with it because it's so rare. There are 7 dolls in all, he says. If you get them all, please go and see our teacher. I should get back to school now. Bye! Cool drink.
Yeah, it's the leather shirt, which looks stupid. Oh, there is a bookshelf down here with nothing on it. But anyway, I'll be using Scorm's bow. I should have Wellow's pickhammer pretty soon, which is a decent starting weapon for early in the game. After I get that, I'll be looking to replace it with the Cutlass Blutane, which is a much better legendary weapon. That one's tough to get. That one's behind the demon door that requires like a fairly high combat multiplier. But with Skorm's bow, it's actually quite easy to get. And then once we have Cutlass Bluetane, we'll be using that all the way until we get to the arena, and then we'll have our opportunity to buy a Master Katana, so we'll get one of those. And we'll use the Master Katana for the arena battle, then we'll replace that with the Katana Hairyu after we marry Lady Grey. And then we'll probably use the Katana Hairyu all the way up until maybe we get the Avenger. I think the Avenger's a really cool weapon.
Oh, take your ugly face.
He's got a face.
Man, everyone hates the way I look.
Hey, hi, look, could you do me a massive favour? My name's Cyril. Me and some friends had a little party here the other night, and I met this drop-dead gorgeous girl from Oakvale. I mean, she was a stunner. At least I think she was. But I also thought the trees around us were running around on little chocolate legs, if you see what I mean. Anyway, I really want to see her again. Well, probably. I mean, maybe it was just the mushrooms and she's actually just an ugly stick victim. Even if she isn't, what if she doesn't like me? I'm going to take my chances all the same. Please, take this letter to her in Oakvale. I must know how she feels. The suspense is killing me. Oh, one more thing. Don't try to pass the letter off as your own. I've spent weeks perfecting its sublime poetry.
Whatever. Anywhere you see those bubbles means you can go fishing. Fishing a little bit tougher in this than the original. In the original, it would stop making noise to let you know you could reel. Here the noise seems to go a little longer. One thing I do want to buy is either a rose or a box of chocolates. Something that there's a demon door that we can open if we give it a treat. In fact, let's see if we can sell the the leather shirt that we just got.
You're sure to find something to suit you.
Yes, we can. All right, so we made a good bit of money off that. Anything else we want to sell? I guess that'll do for now.
Why, you little scroat.
Ready to help? The tavern? Marvelous, isn't it?
All right, now we need to find a merchant that has crunchy chicks.
Looking to make a purchase?
Ah, there is an important quest card at the guild for you.
Get used to hearing that.
Yeah, well, he's gone. Easy as that.
You've come to
Only the
right
green
place.
merchants are the ones I can buy. All right, this one's got tattoos, so we don't need him yet.
Why don't you get back where you belong?
Albion's full of quests, things to kill, people to save.
Now, I don't think we can go to Orchard Farm quite yet. Here, let's see if this guy has crunchy chicks.
Lose a fight with some acid. You've come to the right place.
Nope, that's another tattoo artist.
Horrible sight. Help! Help me! They're everywhere! I can't get out! I thank you, young lad. I ain't cast me line for so long I got me the shakes. Been eating bait worms all week.
Couldn't have come at a worse time either. I've got me a fishing competition to organise. I tell you what, I'll give you free entry to the competition. Least I could do.
You'll be needing this here fishing rod. Made it myself. All you need to do is cast your rod over one of them ripples there.
Shouldn't have bought the rod. Oh well. And I think this is the only time we can actually enter his house. He does have a book. And this is the only time I think we can get it. And it's a parody of one of those choose your own adventure books.
It's mighty simple, but there's a beauty to the art. Don't you think?
So I mentioned earlier that I don't quite care. See, a lot of fishing spots over here. But I don't quite care for the story. Or it starts off good and then it gets weak. And I'll probably end up explaining it a little more, but I tend to find as I grow older that tends to be a little more the case. Like something will start, I find things that start off interesting and then it's not that they lose interest, but they go in a direction where I don't like it. I wish they would continue in a different direction. Like take Breaking Bad, for example. You know, I really enjoyed when it's Walt and Jesse and they're struggling to get everything going. You know, once they become kind of like professionals and they're an empire, like it's less entertaining to me. I like it better when they're roughing it out and trying to scratch together and he's trying to make a certain amount of money for his family. Like that's when the show really works for me. Like I wish it would have, the first couple seasons I wish would have continued along that trajectory. Another one is take that 70s show, for example. My favorite episode is, I believe it's the first season. It's Eric's fast food job, where he works at the burger joint, and he's having a hard time spending time with, you know, with Laura, the girl he not Laura, Donna, the girl he likes, because he's working so much and in school. You know, and to me, like, you can do a whole season with that premise. Instead, they just kind of use it for one episode. And he's also, like, got some fears that his friend is trying to steal the girl he likes. You know, you could have done, like, a whole season with that premise, and I would have been on board for it. Or another one, Cobra Kai. For me, the show really works when it's Johnny Lawrence, you know, trying to get the business up and going, is trying to redeem himself after, you know, everything in his life going so badly for so long. He's got 1-star student. You know, like that first season is really good, and then it just gets way too absurd, way too fast. So it's kind of the same thing with Fable. Like, I really like that there's a guild, a place where they train heroes.
Just cast your rod wherever you see it.
I know there's one more somewhere. There it is. And this is where I believe I get the goldfish. No, but I like that, and, you know, that these heroes can choose whether they want to be good or bad, that they take quests. You know, like, I like that premise a lot. But then it just gets a little too weird. It's a little too focused on the hero. There we go, now we've got the golden fish.
Great pike, my lad. That's a hell of a catch.
You should come back here later. I'm reviving the great old fishing competition.
There's plenty more fishing spots round here, if the mood takes you.
Alright, so we're coming back immediately. Just first, we're going to, we'll see if we can get those crunchy chicks.
Try to get your combat multiplier even higher.
Well, that was the only good thing that happened to her. You're sure to find something to suit you?
We can sell. Let's see. Those leather gauntlets.
There's plenty of nasty
Master,
creatures need
what a
slaying.
pleasant surprise to see you. He don't look like no chicken chaser to me, but then again, I ain't met one before. He looks all right.
Whoops, went the wrong way. Let's try and save that merchant before the bees kill him.
He didn't last long. You've come to the right place.
Nope, another clothing merchant.
Ah, there is an important quest card in the guild for you.
Over here, lad.
Chicken chaser.
Good to see you again, my young lad. Come to embark in our intrepid contest, have ya? The stoutest rods in Albion are hunting the waters for the biggest catch, and I'm judging the best ones. Course there's now one could fishing bigger than me in my day, but it's time for young'uns like you now. Bring your fishes, and I'll hand you your prizes, if I think they're big enough. The sign over there's got all the details on it if you want to read them. Good luck! Keep practicing, and the big fish will come to you.
And not sure how heavy it has to be. I think after we finish this, we'll wrap this up. Do the Bowerstone, or excuse me, getting to Oakvale, the path through Darkwood in the next video. The fishing just isn't as tight as it is in the original Xbox version of Fable. Yeah, I'm listening for the cue instead of looking for it. Once the line stops being green, that's when I have to immediately stop. I hate this rod, though. Once you win the fishing contest, you only have to catch one big fish, but then you get the good fishing rod.
Keep practicing, and the big fish will come to you.
You have to reel them in a lot slower than in the original. It's not enough.
So, you got any scaly critters to strain me scales? Monkfish be praised! That's a true monster! That makes your first prize the top one!
Okay, fair enough. So we get the hat.
I guess that means you take the second and third too. A hat, a rod, and a silver key. A true seafarer's bounty.
And thank goodness, we finally got the good fishing rod. And we're just going to go ahead and try out the Rod of Champions. It's a little better.
Poor fish don't stand a chance with you around.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save here. Next time we play, we will do everything we can on the path to Oakvale. So let's go ahead and save here. So thanks for checking us out. And we'll see you again soon.